What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Man Cave. We are Jamie, Ryan, Corey, and Happy. You are listening to the Much About Nothing podcast, a show where we give expert takes, good-hearted debates. We talk ball and anything and everything else. Today, we're gonna wrap up the football season. I man up. I man up. Write it down Wednesday. Get the results for that. And we got a very special episode. Today, we are going to get into who we are and that anything and everything else that we always talked about. And yeah, we'll see. I'm excited about it. If you are new to the fam, greetings. If you part of the fam, welcome back. Hit the like, subscribe button, turn on the bell. Uh, I hope you enjoy the episode. Let's get into it.
All right. To close things out to the man up and write it down. As y'all see, we opened with Will Smith. He manned up and pulled that table up and wrote it down. Wrote it down right
Yeah.
there. But we're closing out this segment to move on to some bigger and better things, probably some things that we've been interested in getting into, but we got to close things out before we step into that new chapter. So man up and write it down. The way the things go, four predictions were made and we calculated and we made sure we quantified it. We put a score on it, and those tallies are up. Shout out to the winner, which is Logan Hampton for the win. Man, went on to
Shout out to
close.
my brother LT.
I'm trying to
I give him an
He been winning.
applause.
He been winning all season, ain't he?
yeah,
Oh,
So
man.
see,
he,
boy,
he just been,
fantasy championships, that boy just be winning. I'm telling you,
yeah, man.
bro.
Yeah,
How
boy,
you been doing it, man?
he having a good year. He's having a
hmm
good year.
hmm
Let me get this thing up. I'm trying to share the screen right quick. Hold on. There you
Yeah,
go.
man. I feel like the Kelsey brothers with Logan, man.
Oh God.
I tell you what, I'm always Jason Kelsey. He always Travis Kelsey. Boy, stay winning.
All right, y'all ready to take a look at this thing? Let's
Nah,
check
let's
it
see
out
what we
right
got, bro.
here.
Let's see what we got.
All right here. Can y'all see this?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
make it blow it up a little bit for me.
Let me see. How do I zoom in right here? Oh,
If you go to view, you should be able to change the view to one page.
no, that ain't it.
Yeah, mine's
I'm
look
just gonna
pretty
read
big.
it out to y'all.
Mine's is
All right.
big. I can read it too.
Oh,
Oh,
I can't see.
view.
You should go to full page.
Yeah,
You
it's
see that?
on. I'm on view
It's on
right
full
now.
page. Okay.
Yeah, it's
That
just
might just be
showing me.
my
I
view.
don't know why it's doing it.
Yeah, mine's
But
is big.
it goes down to I got one prediction right, and it was the Super Bowl will be a one possession game. That was a 50-yard prediction. Um, I got wrong on the other ones. Pat Mahomes will have three touchdowns and 300 yards. He got the three touchdowns, but he didn't get the 300 yards. Neither team will score more than 30 points.
Boy,
Both of them did.
you took
Yeah.
a bold one on that one.
Yeah, man. Slay will have an interception. It won't no picks.
It won't
Not
no
for
pick.
Kansas City. It won't no
Nah,
interceptions. Point
it
blank.
really
Uh,
won't no sacks either, my boy.
Yeah, none. We but I did get an
Except
interception off of Jamie. Kelsey will have 15 catches. That's a 25-yard
hey,
pick for you.
that was a stretch. That was a stretch, though. It was a stretch. I give you that one. It was a
I ain't gonna
stretch.
lie, you had some close ones though, bro. I was surprised, bro.
It was a
I was
stretch,
surprised.
man.
There was some close ones. Something you had all three running backs will have 40 yards. Nah,
Yeah, that was dead.
that
I
was a
already knew
tough
that was
no,
dead.
they took the ball
one.
out Miles Sanders'
MV,
hand.
you said MVS will have the most receiving yards in the Super Bowl. Man, he ain't had not one.
Not one.
Hey, bro. Hey, look. Speaking of receiving yards.
Oh
Hey,
God.
look. Hey, look, man. Hey, look. My boy AJ Brown won't having that against Juju, bro. Like, bro, don't put no Valentine's card out like you did some all season, bro. Yeah,
Hold
two
on,
touchdowns.
man. Let's finish
My
this first.
man,
We
my
going
man
there.
had no, hold on. My man had more TikToks than touchdowns this year, bro. Come on,
Man.
bro. What is you
Hey,
doing,
we
bro?
going there in a minute, bro.
Let
We're
me
going
finish
All
there.
this
right, we'll
out.
go there. We'll go
Jalen
there. But
Watson.
hey, man, come on,
Something
man.
went
Don't do
on to
that, man.
say Jalen Watson will have an interception. That was for a touchdown. He didn't get that. He
Mhm.
also said a non-quarterback will win the MVP. He didn't get that. That was
That
wrong
was
too.
dead.
Pat Mahomes
Yeah.
Mahomes,
won, but
Mahomes,
he did get
Mahomes.
an interception off Jamie. I mean, off Hamp. Pat Mahomes will be sacked 4 times. That's a 25 yard.
Good
Yeah,
God, he got 5 foot size.
yeah. He didn't
Hey,
get sacked at all.
Ain't
No
no
stat.
way.
I'm just gonna mention the greens. Jamie, you got an interception off of something for the MVS where had the most receiving yards, 25 yards.
Yeah, he cut up.
Ham, you went 0 for 4 again this week, but you did get an interception. Pachenko
Can
will
I
have
can I
100
interject?
yards
Can I
rushing.
interject?
He was
Yes,
over 5. They
No,
lost.
because you always dragging me. You always dragging me, but you never telling me how close I was
you was
to
very,
You
getting
see
very
how he did
close.
close.
it for Jamie,
And
right? He
Jalen
let Jamie.
Hurts,
He said Jamie was close.
Ah,
Yeah,
bro.
Jalen
Jamie
Hurts,
was close.
Jalen Hurts had 70 yards rushing. You said 75. He was 5 yards
Oh,
away
that was
from a
close.
touchdown.
but
That was close.
Hey,
originally
Jared McKinney,
I said the
yeah, he
record is
did say shit.
65. You remember I said 65, but y'all
I
made me
remember
go to
that. We
You
70.
should
made
have
you
took
go up. Yeah,
yards.
I
You
remember.
could have
I
took
remember that.
yards though,
Okay.
but you
Yeah,
wanted a touchdown.
I remember that. Huh? I got it.
Yep.
It sounds right to me. You should have
And
took the
then
yard.
and then I said somebody would throw another pass other than Pat Mahomes,
Yeah.
and he got hurt. But halftime came.
yeah,
Halftime came.
yeah. Hey,
I was close.
Yeah, you were
LT,
also close on the Jared McKinney. He had 3 catches.
See,
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
God, that's
that was
crazy.
good.
Mm.
But
And
Antonio, shouts out to Antonio for getting the touchdown. Antonio scored a touchdown.
oh, what
He
Tony
What
said,
Stokes,
was his?
yeah. Antonio Stokes said they will combine for more than 48 points.
oh,
Oh,
they
That
did.
was a
facts.
touchdown. Yep.
No.
Facts.
They
Hey,
combined
good
for more than
job,
48
Stokes.
points.
That's
Yep.
my linebacker right there. My linebacker, man. My all-state linebacker, Stokes. Love you, boy.
Yes. So, but I mean, anybody gonna disagree with LT's 225 yards and 2 touchdowns? Nobody had that. He had the most. He had the best, the
Hey, look,
best one.
man. When,
But
when we talking about when
I'm
we
gonna let
talking about
y'all get
LT
into
when we
this.
talking about LT here, man, we talking about a stat guru out here, man. LT is a stat guru. He looks it up. He looks it. He keeps going. He does what he got to do. I don't put nothing past LT, but sometimes he can be wrong. Now I correct him, but most of the time LT is correct, man.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
know,
stat
man.
man. He's a
Yeah, I don't
stat
know
Yeah, he
how
man.
he
just
do
give
this.
everybody else the bad info, keep the good stuff to himself.
You know what? It's because he work
Yeah,
the back
yeah,
shift.
yeah, yeah.
It's because he be on that back shift. He ain't got nothing time. Like he's studying while we sleeping, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's all that
That's what he's
is.
That's
studying
my
while we
That's
sleeping.
all
that's
that
my
is.
dog, man. That's my dog, man. From the cradle to the grave. That's my dog right there, man.
Good job, LT. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the listeners, man, for getting hey, Antonio, they needed you, man. Good job putting that put some yards on the board for them fellas, man. They were going, I thought they were gonna go over 12 for sure. I,
We almost did.
yeah. Some people
Mhm.
did though.
He said some people did.
Some people.
Hey,
Yes,
look,
sir.
I just want to say this was a good season, man. All hail to the Chiefs, man, to the Philadelphia Eagles. They had an awesome season. It's been great. I love watching it, like paying attention to it, man. Hey, from the draft to the end of the Super Bowl, it was a good season. Everything didn't work out how Hamp wanted it to, but
Sure
hey,
did.
but you gotta give it up to Mahomes. He's gonna be a GOAT. He's gonna be one of the greatest. He's gonna be one of the top dogs in the league for years to come. This 10-year contract is gonna be him. It's like a baseball contract. Out of all people, him to get it is gonna be there for him. But hey, look, we gotta see what everybody else do. We gotta do this, man. Like it is what it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, so um, again, so you want to get into the juju thing?
I thought
I
it was
Yeah,
got my
great.
pen.
I
we can
thought it
talk
was
about
great.
that. We can talk about that for a second because I really me personally this man is like he's not what I want a wide receiver to be. I personally I don't you like USC wide receivers and he's one of them that I don't like. But bro, you cannot be out here talking this trash talk when you only had 3 touchdowns all year, bro. You faked it. I ain't gonna fake it. I ain't gonna fly later. He whiffed on that holding penalty, like for real. Like he's the problem. He's the problem in the NFL right now. He's more about social media than he's about his job. But he got a ring. Congratulations to him. But I cannot stand this dude, man. I can't stand him.
I mean, bro, look, in the words of Mike Murphy, we are in the brand age.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're doing. Juju's a brand, and he understands he's a brand. And personally, I mean, he got the ring, right? Bradbury, I'm sure you're going to it. I thought it was hilarious because it's nothing but social media trolls, which is that's what everybody does. Everybody look
Yeah.
at social media more than they work. he
Man,
was trolling, right? I mean, yeah, if it wasn't Bradbury's picture, cool, right? But it just so happened to be Bradbury that made the call. I have no issue with it, bro. It was Valentine's Day, right? I
Yeah,
don't think he did it to
it
be
just it,
malicious, man.
yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He's that
I
type of
can't
guy. I
speak.
thought
I
he did it
can't speak
malicious.
for him. I can't speak. I've never known Juju to be a malicious type of guy. He's a jokester.
Bro, when he hit Burfict, that wasn't malicious.
Oh no, yeah, Murphy deserved that though.
All right, okay.
Yeah, he
My
deserved
my,
that.
my point exactly.
Yeah.
He's a troll. He's a troll, bro. You don't go out on somebody's logo in TikTok and then get smacked.
Mm.
yeah, that's the world that we live in right now. In the
Correct.
world, like likes, like virtual
Relevant.
likes,
Yep.
are more important than what your character is.
Correct.
I
The
feel you.
difference between the two guys, Bradbury was a high character guy. At a time where he could have sat there and pointed the finger at the referees, like a lot of people are doing, he took
Mm.
accountability.
Hmm.
And what Juju did, because he's a child, Juju used that as an opportunity to try to make a joke, and people just didn't respect it. I mean, that's his colleagues, because that's really when it's a business. They all play the sport. Those are his colleagues, and his colleagues didn't respect it. You know what I mean? And because at the end of the day, you got to grow up, Juju.
Which
And
colleague?
Mm.
Which colleagues?
Uh,
Eagles?
uh, a lot. No,
Michael
no, no, no,
Parsons,
no,
Michael
no.
Parsons, that colleague.
Oh, he
A
ain't like
lot.
that either.
A lot of NFL,
Yeah,
players didn't respect what Juju did, bro. Like you come out here, yeah, okay, you with Patrick Mahomes. Of course, you're gonna be different than you was with Ben Roethlisberger. But don't come out here and act like you had 12 touchdowns and
yeah.
1,500 yards,
I
bro.
mean,
You
is
had
he
three
acting?
touchdowns.
Is he acting like that, though, or is he just being the same guy we
Nah,
always knew he was?
nah,
He's
Because I
not the
mean,
same
here's a
guy.
question for you: do y'all care if your coworkers like you?
nah. That's not the issue. The issue
That's just a
is,
question. I'm just asking.
well,
Do
no,
you care if
me,
your coworkers
me,
like you?
what I mean. We're human beings. Like, obviously, it's not important that they like me, but obviously, you want them to like you. You don't want to be
Why?
that guy. You don't want to be that guy. Why would you want to be that guy?
What guy?
That guy that nobody likes. Why would you want to be
He's
that?
probably making just as much money on TikTok as he is on in the NFL.
Mm.
That's
I
possible. That's
doubt it.
possible.
That's
I
his
doubt it.
brand, bro. That's his like that again. Is we are not in an age nowadays where we expect like here's the only thing. Now I agree, right? Sometimes you go a little too far, and I believe that this could have been a far, but it was a joke, right? Like we can't. This is the thing that kills me about social media. People pick and choose when we want to laugh at a troll.
That's
People
right.
pick and choose when we want to be angry with somebody for being a troll. When every picture, every post, there's a troll and people laugh at it. So
Hmm.
And,
we offended because he only scored 3 touchdowns.
No,
no, no,
that's not
no.
it.
But to MJ point, he says we all joke every day. Yeah, we joke every day.
Thank you.
But this one no joke, bro. This one no joke.
Yeah, he tried
It's
to
a
embarrass
joke,
that
bro.
man.
This
That's
one
a
no
He tried
joke.
joke.
to he tried to embarrass.
He was really trolling.
Yeah.
Hey,
You being a 15. I ain't gonna say 15. You being a 10-day Kansas City fan. This dude was trolling, bro.
I mean, so
You
look, here's the other question. What happened? Do you feel any different about it if he didn't make it? He just posted it
Mm.
because they have
nah
social media managers.
nah, but he wouldn't have posted that if he wasn't trolling.
But they have social media managers. They have people that manage their pages.
Okay, so
Obviously he don't.
I'm gonna say this something. I think the narrative of the guy that rode a bike to practice because he didn't have a vehicle. No, I'm serious. The narrative of the humble guy that he was portraying and this
Hmm.
that, and the third,
Hmm.
like he tried to he wants to be the heel now. Like
It's not
like
a joke.
he's you know what I'm saying. So it's not like he needed to be this guy in order to be whatever he's trying to be for social media. The fact of the matter is his following was because he was a humble kid drafted in the second round that was becoming a superstar that was so humble he still rode a bike to practice.
Well, I felt like his story was more like he was Kwame Brown when he played with Kobe.
Oh no,
Mm.
no,
When
no, not
AB
at
was a
all,
pissed
not
off.
at
I mean,
all,
that's just
not
my
at all,
opinion. That's just my
not at
opinion.
all,
I mean, I feel
bro.
like again, bro, we know Juju now for being famous on TikTok. The kids love Juju.
All right, let
He
me get
like, you know what I mean? It's a brand. I don't maybe I just don't care enough.
let me
Like I
give
don't
you this,
feel
bro.
like did Bradbury come out and say he was offended?
Let- yeah, all of them did, but let me give you
All
this,
of them
bro.
did.
Let me give you this, bro. It's not like you were drafted to the Golden State Warriors and you was like the fifth man on the team.
Hmm.
When he got drafted to the Pittsburgh Steelers, he was that second receiver that they needed.
Mhm. Correct.
And when he had his chance to shine and be that number one, he didn't show up because he was worried about TikTok.
Yeah, get somebody else to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, when he had the
Hey,
You
opportunity
know what I
number one,
mean?
get
And
somebody
then
else to do it.
you don't get that deal you thought you was gonna get with the Steelers, and the Chiefs give you a second chance, and you run out here and you all right, I'm with the Chiefs now. I got a good quarterback. You had a good quarterback with Big Ben, but he was on his last leg. You know what I'm saying? But
hey.
don't come out here and be like, all right, I did this and did that, bro. You only had 3 touchdowns in
All
a
right. So let me
18
let me
game
let me
season.
ask y'all. Let me ask you this. So what is different with him doing what he did and Travis Kelsey telling a city official to shut his mouth?
Travis Kelsey has the right to do that because Travis
No, he
Kelsey,
don't. You don't have
but
the right to
I
disrespect nobody.
ain't gonna say that.
he balls out every
That
game.
don't your performance on the field doesn't change the fact what your
bro,
character gets to slide or
bro.
not, bro.
And if that city official says something about the Chiefs, he has all the right to say something about that
And how
because he
we know that
bought
the Eagles won't talking smack on the field to Juju the whole game?
Juju ain't do nothing.
He actually had a great game in the Super Bowl in the second half. He had like 7 catches.
How many yards he have?
I don't know, but he had like 7 catches in the Super Bowl in the second half.
Pat
Can we
Mahomes
look
didn't
at
have that many yards overall.
I'm looking at no, he didn't
I
have that
go
many
from this.
yards.
I want to go from this standpoint. I do agree with Sumlin on this zone and MJ. I think when you're in that thing of a TikToker or an entertainer or a comedian, Dave Chappelle said it best. You're at risk always of a joke
Oh,
bombing. When you do a joke, we ain't all told jokes that weren't well received. I
right.
didn't did stuff and said stuff that I didn't. To me, in my head, it sounded great, but when I put it out there, I had to apologize. I mean, man up. If I could tell Juju to do anything, just stand up, call that man on the phone. Hey man, I sent that joke out there. I thought it'd be funny. I just
It
thought it was
wasn't.
something that's funny
Right.
at the time, but I know I should have been a bigger man at that time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just stand up and admit it. But at the same time, when we tell jokes, we are even me at this time. I didn't say things as an adult male and have offended people.
Yeah.
And I
And I
need
would
grace. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Hey,
And
my bad.
I would hate for my character to be questioned because of something that I did,
Yeah.
not really maybe not thinking it all the way through. Right. Like I
Hey,
mean,
Yeah,
it could
I
be, and
didn't
we
see it
could be
from the
wrong, but
answer.
I
Reflective
can't call it
database.
either way because I don't
hey,
know that guy.
Reflective
So
when
uh,
you got 50 when you got 53 yards, don't talk to me.
53 yard. Oh yeah. Hey, I mean, he got a
Don't
ring.
talk to me. I mean, I got a
Come on.
ring. I got a ring too, but
How
oh
many
well.
yards
But
did Pat Mahomes have?
Yeah,
How
but
many
you
yards
know
did
what?
Pat
He
You know
had
what?
182.
182.
yeah,
So
one
he
two.
had a third
He had
of
almost a
he
third
had
of
a
the yards
third
that
of
Pat
the
had.
yards.
Mhm.
He had a
Okay,
third of the
He
yards.
he
so
he
And
he,
How
Kelsey
much
had the
else?
other third. Kelsey had the other two. He had almost 2/3 of them.
he had
I'm I'm
81.
not saying y'all persuaded me on this one. I'm gonna say I'm looking at it a little bit differently. I
Yeah.
still think it was distasteful, and I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
I think
I'm
there's
not
I
justified.
think there's a better way. I think there's a better
Yeah.
way to get your joke across. Like
Yeah.
you could make a joke about winning, but not at the expense of someone else. Like
But
I
we
mean,
do
because
have to admit,
But him,
like,
there always
that one
is.
play.
Have you
No, I'm
ever
saying
it
told
that
a
don't.
bad joke and then the
Yeah,
person said you could have said it better? You like,
Hey
oh,
Corey, hey
I
Corey,
didn't
did
hear it that way.
it's
Corey
kind of.
did
But
you
for real,
see
that
the
joke was
post?
funny,
Corey, did you see
man.
the post?
Yeah, I
you
saw
just
it.
let
I
I'll
watched.
hold you. What
Yeah,
does Joe
it's
say?
good.
when it
I thought it was
matters
kind
When
of.
it
most.
matters most,
I ain't
I'll
gonna lie,
hold
I
you.
laughed at it when I
Yeah, I
saw it.
did
I
too.
laughed.
I thought it was like I'm like, oh, that's funny,
I
right? Like,
thought
I
it.
when
I
when
thought
I
like,
when
yo,
I
you being
that
petty,
was
but
creative.
it was funny though.
when
It
I
was funny.
when
He
I
just
seen it
was
when I
funny.
seen it, I'm like, bro, you corny, bro. You got your license when you were
No,
21.
it was
Chill
very
out.
corny. That was very
Yeah,
corny,
it's
but it was
funny.
Yeah,
still funny. Like that joke.
I was
I'm
just
like, that's
laughing
something
at
that
the fact,
it's just like them little them Jones you get with a
but
pencil
it
in
fit. It
elementary
did
school.
all
fit.
right.
It
It fit.
fit perfect.
It
It
fit
fit perfect.
perfectly.
Yeah.
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 But
I want
Yeah.
to
on the
hold
other
you when it
hand,
matters most.
Hey, another thing. I want to the next one. I'm ready to table that one. On to the next one. That Damar Hamlin thing. You want to talk about a brother that rubbed me the wrong way?
Uh,
the coat.
Yeah, yeah. Damar Hamlin and his choice of coach that
Uh,
rubbed me
And
the
what was
wrong
that?
way.
Now, see, I
I
missed
ain't got
that. What happened with that?
I'm about to
he
pull
had
it up.
he had the coat with Jesus with the thorns on his head. I really
It was
didn't get into it, but
What was it?
it is what it is.
Hold on, come on. White brung it up. She asked, "Did
I
we
ain't even
talk
see
about that?"
that.
On White brung it up and
No, we
asked.
okay.
didn't. We didn't. I'll send the
I
picture.
didn't know. I thought somebody.
AP had a lot of words for that. So
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you because this is how I feel about
It's
it.
a
And
YouTube
Jamie,
clip. Hold on.
if you send it to them so they can look it up,
I
I'm gonna
can
tell you
pull it
my
up.
take on it. I'm
It's on.
gonna say that
Oh, okay. I see it.
the
I see it.
world not just sports fans. They rallied around. They sent this man blessings. They sent this man prayers. They did. We legitimately stopped the world and sent blessings and prayers to this guy and prayed for this guy. And even if you weren't religious, at least you lifted him up in your thoughts. Even if you weren't religious,
Yeah.
and what he did was he had an opportunity to put on the most blasphemous thing that he could put on.
What did he wear? What did he wear?
Go look at the varsity jacket he had
I'm
on.
looking. I'm
Just
looking
type.
at. I'm
Right
looking
here.
I'm
at the
talking.
picture.
What was
No,
it?
Yeah, I'm
all right,
looking
all
at
right.
the
No,
picture,
no,
and
you got to look at the picture of the jacket,
Yeah,
Corey.
yeah.
Like
Look at it. And
you got
if
to
you
look at the
read
back
what's
of
on
the
the
I'm
front,
jacket.
and if
looking
you
at the
read what's on the
picture.
front, yeah. So,
Hold
hey,
on.
Tiffany asked him what it is. If we can get it,
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna
80,
pull it up
80,
soon.
all right, 80 said he said what he was ignorant to the meaning and message of the code. He apologized. I don't care.
yeah,
He
that's
still
why I'm
wore the
at.
coat, man.
Yeah, that's
Without
where I'm at,
God,
man.
with without end or beginning, there is no day and there is no night.
Yeah, and I'm
Without
pretty
end
sure
or beginning, there is no day and there is no night.
and it's that is a reference to a scripture. Um, Corey,
Mm.
you know what scripture he's trying to that it's a reference to.
No,
It's a
I want to speak out. I don't want to speak out right now because I might be wrong. I gotta make
okay.
sure I got everything right. I got everything
I,
lined.
man,
Yeah, so I
I
mean,
may
Yeah, I'm
look.
looking at it now.
I'm
Like,
gonna
man,
just,
I did
I'm
not
gonna
know
just
this.
say it's me. It gotta be me, bro, because
Yeah, I'm a
again,
hard pass on
right?
this.
Um, no, I'm not gonna choose to attack him over this jacket. People down disrespect God, Jesus Christ a lot more than that on a daily basis.
yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
that's why I'm saying I'm not going to speak out too early
Because
because
I don't know the
maybe he
meaning of it.
didn't
I
know.
don't know.
Maybe
Yeah, I don't
maybe
know.
he
I didn't
didn't
even
know.
know.
Yeah,
Me
I mean,
personally, me,
You
me
know,
personally, I didn't really
there's
pay
a lot of
attention
people
to the
that wear
code.
things. I wore what's a black label back in the day before I knew what black label
Correct.
was. We
Me
Correct.
didn't know it
personally,
until I figured
me
out.
personally, me personally, I didn't really pay attention to the code until AP said something about it. AP felt disrespected about it, and I was like, "All right, let me go ahead and read up on it." And I still ain't really read up on it, but AP, the way AP felt was like, "Yo, I respect you, run brother, but this ain't it."
hmm
Nah,
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
And
AP
Tawana put a
doesn't.
good point up there. Hey, can
what?
you pull Tawana's point up?
I can't stand MJ, but
Right.
anyway,
Right. I completely 100% agree with that, man.
Yeah,
I think
I
the
say
spiritual
before I bash
implications and
him, I
present.
don't know. He
Yeah,
might
I
not.
don't.
I
Yeah.
wore, like I said, I have worn things that I didn't know what the meaning fully was.
Correct.
And then
Correct.
afterwards, I was like, whoa. So
Yeah,
I don't want to bash him right now. I want to make sure I can't go out right now. That's what I'm
I
saying. I
mean,
got
I also
three
have to say,
people
you
right
got to
now.
remember, right? Like y'all said, everybody thoughts, prayers, whatever. I'm sure he received a lot of free merchandise. I'm sure he
Yeah,
got a lot of gifts,
yeah.
and he very well may have thought that to him, right? Because we don't know where his spiritual level is. He might have looked at that and said, "That's a way to give homage, and I'm grateful for my life,"
Mhm.
without really understanding the meaning behind it. I don't know, right?
all
And,
right,
and he's the only one that can tell us that.
okay.
and so
Everybody, I make it clear right here. A lot of people celebrate Easter, right?
Yeah,
Easter is a pagan holiday. We celebrate Resurrection Sunday.
yeah,
Easter is a pagan holiday. If you break down the fundamental of Easter, what the eggs mean, all of that stuff, it's a
yep,
pagan holiday. Christmas
yep.
trees, all of that stuff is pagan, but people do it all the time, but they don't know. It's
If
Christians that
AP would
doing
have
it
never
don't know.
said, if AP would have never said anything, would it
Yeah,
have
a lot
been
of
different?
people won't know.
Oh, I can tell you, I am unaware of what Adrian Peterson said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know
see.
about the
I'm
jacket.
That's the
unaware.
reason
I
why I
can tell you when I
can't speak
saw
on
it,
it right now.
I saw the cartoonish, I saw the cartoonish Jesus on the back of it, and
Hmm.
you can look at it and tell that this is a parody. And
I like
this
what
is a
Tiff
funny.
said.
The
Mentioned like
AP,
Tiff said, women wear Chanel and they don't research the stuff before.
I
Like
mean,
it's
hey,
plenty
same
of
thing
Okay,
people.
with same thing with Tiffany's, right?
Yeah,
but
People don't know
but you
what
but you
Tiffany's did during slavery, right?
okay.
But I mean, like I haven't, and here's the thing, I don't want to dwell on this too much because AP didn't say nothing about Kendrick Lamar going on stage with crowns and thorns on their head. They don't talk about
but
all these artists
but
that come out with all this demonic stuff nowadays. We can't
now I
but
take
think AP was
like
tying it to the
I
fact that everybody prayed for you.
correct, and
Everybody
that's
can't. Yeah,
okay. That's okay. But what we cannot do, right? And especially as a person who, as a believer, how I refuse, me personally, I'm not gonna take that miracle we see in Damar Hamlin and what happened to him
Yeah,
and demonize him for something that he may not have known. I
yeah.
ain't
That's
going
why I
there
say
because
I
then we flipping the message, bro. We
I think
flipping the
we need
message.
to
Hey,
really
can I
just
can
wait and research this thing before
okay.
we.
Correct.
Man,
All right, and
I'm
my
not
in
fully
closing,
ready.
and my last part about it is this.
Yeah,
All right, I know. A lot of times we give the benefit of the doubt for things, and
All
we
right,
pause. For, oh, let me finish, Jamie. We pause for judgment. But I'm gonna tell you, man. One thing that I've noticed because I have a devout Muslim friend, and I'm
hmm
gonna tell you, man. Like you don't really see those types of parodies and those types of jokes in the Muslim religion because it's not a wait and see. There's a no tolerance for that. Like
Yeah.
sometimes ignorance isn't an excuse. Sometimes it's one of those things where like okay, if you did not know,
hmm
if you
Don't
did
worry.
not know, then ask someone to don't do it.
Mhm.
But again, that's just my personal opinion. I felt like it was.
I would say
I
Muslims don't. I mean, Muslim religions doesn't have that much grace. I mean, we could talk about like at the end of the day, I could say from my perspective, I'm careful before I condemn. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like we talking two separate. And I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I am a Christian. I don't want to bash a Muslim religion, but I think my religion is built upon grace. At the end of the day, I always seek, you know what I'm saying, to forgive before I seek to condemn. It's always going to be that. I don't want to be in this position where at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. I don't
yes,
Right.
know.
George. Yes,
Correct.
And that
George.
Correct.
is always,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. I
George.
all
mean,
right, all right, all right.
yeah.
what the
Look, all right. No, I got this from Damar Hamlin. He said, after talking with my parents, I understand how my coat can have offended some people. It was never in my intention to hurt or disrespect anyone. The coat is abstract art to me. It says eternal, which I am eternally thankful for my Savior.
Mhm.
My
Okay.
Mhm.
beliefs and relationship with God is not tied to symbolic images. I will learn from this and continue to walk in love as I always. Matthew 7,
Okay.
chapter 7, verses 1 through 5.
Yeah. I don't think he
Okay.
knew.
Yeah.
I don't think he
Yeah.
knew.
I
I
don't
ain't
think
get
he
to say.
did that with that kind of intention.
I wore a true religion jump with Buddha on that jump to church
I
before.
got a
To
true
church.
religious
I didn't
shirt
know.
sitting right
Yeah.
here in my crib, bro. You just it's just
Yeah, I
education,
didn't
bro.
know. I got a
Yeah.
tag.
Yeah.
I told you. Remember, I told you I don't like my tattoos. One of them, I got a true religion tattoo. Like they said,
Oh.
I had so much true religion. It's probably the only thing I wore at one point in time. Like I was
Yeah.
big on true religion, so I can't be in a position where
Ho, ho,
I
ho,
attack that
ho,
man.
ho, ho, ho.
Nah, George. Nah,
George,
George.
George, no,
Nah,
George.
George.
He said the same did with his child
Nah,
right, a
man.
Roman that crucified Jesus constantly on. Hey,
No sir, my boy.
first of all, I believe in whippings because I deserved half of them I got because it taught me to never do something that I did before. So if I grew up in the '90s, yeah, my mom, my and pops with me, and I think that AP was on that same thing because he grew up in the '80s, '90s. I don't think it's the Roman crucified. No, but not in the world. Come on, man. Your name.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Hey man, I
Like
just
like
I just
I learned a lot from. At 4 years old, I was an ambassador of doing crime in the house. I'm sorry.
oh my. Listen, he
Because
was a terrorizer. He
Oh
was
my
a
God,
terrorizer.
George.
I used to
Yeah.
terrorize the house, bro.
George off the chain.
Hey man,
Real life, bro. I used to terrorize the house, bro. Hey, look,
hey.
now throwing things. Yeah, I deserve every whipping I got. I'm sorry, I deserve every whipping I got.
It's just but to round that off, man, teachable moments,
But in
bro.
today's,
You know.
Yeah.
but in today's world, whippings are not where it's supposed to be. So, it is what.
Hell, he's still going.
He said my part.
We gotta stop
Uh,
this, Jamie. Hey,
I drew whelps and I drew extension cords and
Don't say it out loud, bro. Brother, brother,
Brady
we live.
Twigs, Brady
Yeah, man. They're
Twigs,
gonna go pick your pops up, bro. You know, they
all
bro.
got a 30,
What
30
can you
year
do?
You
30
did
year
what you did
What
right
can you
on
do, bro?
right on
yeah.
that.
What can you do, bro?
right.
My mom's not here. My dad's here, but that nigga not gonna whip me now,
Oh man.
That what? And he called his pops. Oh my
Oh
god.
man.
bro.
All right.
You need
All
a
right.
nap.
I
You
got
But
need to
anyway,
leave.
Man.
I got whippings myself, man. I grew up, man, and had to bring up the old jokes, man. But nah, neither I had to learn. Like I popped my child, man. and I left a weapon on her, man. I'm talking about I was scared all night. I'm like,
Hey,
man, you gotta
hey,
go to school in the morning.
hey,
I
listen
said,
to me.
boy,
Let's
no more
talk about
pops.
this one. Everybody
MJ,
got
shut up,
daughters.
MJ.
Let's
MJ,
talk
shut
about
up.
this one. We got daughters. Hey, that
Yeah,
first time you had to pop that leg, boy, that just broke
yeah,
your heart. Didn't it?
yeah.
It was crazy. It was
Hey, that
crazy.
just broke my heart, boy.
I've never hit my daughter. That's crazy.
I popped my
Hey,
Because
daughter.
Jamie,
because
I'm
because
number
my
two.
because
Me
You
my
neither.
ever
my
pop your
my
daughter?
voice my voice
Yeah,
speaks and I don't have to touch her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
popped my
So
there's a difference. There's a big
daughter
difference personally.
outside.
I think in when it comes to like spankings and whoopings, there's
Mm.
like the whole thing about whooping your kid just because you disagree with what they did. I don't like that. In some
Yeah.
moments, you have to
hold on, man.
correct your
Hold
We
children.
on.
can get it. We can get into the dynamic of
Yeah,
whooping
Hold
the
on.
yeah,
kids. So I mean,
yeah.
we
He,
definitely.
You have to correct your kids, but only in situations where life or death has to be. It has to be understood. Like I don't want to say that word. I don't want them to come get me. But
why
I mean,
what
like I don't. You know,
I believe in adjusted penalty. Now, I do
absolutely,
not believe
absolutely.
in whooping my child for every single thing
No,
they
why
do.
sir.
hold on,
Like
hold on.
they
I'm trying
eat
to
a piece
I'm
of candy or something
Oh
like that.
man.
But I did pop. I used to pop my daughter. I stopped doing it.
Yeah, no,
hey
But
Corey.
my
yeah,
daughter one time walked outside while I was in the house,
yes,
and
sir.
I didn't.
That
She
is
was
correction,
outside
bro.
crying
That is
outside
correction.
because her mama left the house. I go out. I'm calling all the way around. Anna. I'm looking for my daughter. It
Mhm.
scared me so bad
Hey, bro,
when
that
I
that is a
seen her.
moment that you have
Yeah,
to be
it
that though,
had
because
to
that's
be.
But bro,
dangerous. That's
why am I
dangerous.
But
why
after
why am I
that,
about to get picked up for something I didn't do?
but I
Yep.
learned after that it's other ways, and
Hey,
I don't think
I like
popping my
Todd
daughter was
comment.
not a. I had
I
to
like
learn.
what Todd just said. You only got to do it one time, and then you refer back to it, and they remember. They remember.
I
Like
agree,
I
Tiff.
truly believe they
The death
remember.
stare does work. The death stare
Yeah.
does work.
Now
I
laugh at me when I stare at
Mhm.
you, because
Yeah.
Hey
we
bro,
goofy, so we just laugh.
We learn, man. We as
I'm gonna give you the
parents
reason.
learn.
I'm gonna give you the reason, bro. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows I'm very vocal.
Look,
My voice
Helpo that
can't.
Joe ain't saying nothing.
Hey,
My voice
I'll let y'all
carries.
talk, man. I'll let y'all talk.
My voice carries, bro. So I don't have to yell but so much. I don't have to fuss but so much.
Yo,
So
yo, welcome to the podcast, George. I like you, bro. I
George,
like
my
you,
kid.
man.
Hey, listen, man. George is my guy. That's my
Hey, I
longtime
like,
friend.
yo,
I didn't even
I
warn. I
see
didn't
it.
warn Jamie and this
I
man, but you might
see
want
Hold
to
it.
leave
on,
that
Wood in
alone,
there.
man.
Ask Wood his opinion. Wood got a daughter. Has he ever popped his daughter?
I'm not. Hey, look. First of all, I'm not.
Jamie
I'm not.
singing like Gunna.
I'm not about to beat my child, bro. That's out the question. So,
Over
AD,
there, he
Nah,
AD,
got
not
his
nowadays.
deal.
You know, she
Oh
at
my
an age
god.
now where you hurt their feelings more by taking that
nah.
phone from them.
But I've never touched her. I've never
No,
beat
you. I
her.
mean, no, yeah. I
There's
mean,
nothing wrong with
understandable.
that.
But you
That's
take that
somehow
phone from
I'm
them
saying.
nowadays. She
that's
older.
something I had to do. But what I was saying
Are we talking
before,
about like? Hold on. Let's first
No, we
I
ain't
annihilate
never.
the
talking about
first.
no open hand
I'm talking
whooping.
I
about like
Yeah, like a
that's
little
what
pop.
when I
no.
say a
Yeah.
pop, that's what I'm saying. But ripping a switch off the tree and beating your child with a stick,
Hey,
nah.
Hey, look, I'm
I
gonna
never
say
popped my
this, and I'm
child.
sorry to my
Nah.
black people. I'm gonna hit this joint right here.
Uh-huh.
That's slave trauma. Right?
It does. That's
I
where it
wasn't gonna
comes
go
from.
there.
I'm being
I
for
wasn't
real.
gonna
That's
go
where
there.
it
I
comes
wasn't
from,
gonna
though.
go there, but that was
That's
a
where
I'm
it
good
being
comes
for
from.
point.
real, bro.
It was the
Hey,
only
bro.
Yeah, that
form
was
of
good,
discipline
bro.
that we were taught.
Come
So we
on,
To
man.
be
passed it
honest,
That
down.
was
bro.
it.
To be honest, bro, I've never popped my child. I've never touched her.
Okay.
I've just talked to
Okay.
her.
Hey, this
All
is
right.
good
So
though, because this is a perfect segue into what we
yeah,
want
I
to
know.
talk about
I was just
anyway.
about to get
Let's
so.
get into that.
All right. So it's a
Let's
perfect
get into
segue
it.
to it.
Let's hold on. Can I do this? Can I do it? Can I do it? Please,
Go
can I
ahead.
do
Go
it?
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jamie.
Let's get into the new subjects. We all football. We about to talk about real life, real interjections and everything, and we do what we have going on in life today. So, help, I'm gonna let you roll into this, and let's do this.
All right. So high fives every guy. All right.
No,
Listen.
hold on. Did he
Oh,
just say interjections?
I said,
listen.
interject what we do.
All right, expeditiously. This is not Ti's podcast.
Okay. All right.
Oh
So
my god, I hate you,
all right.
bro.
All right.
See, this is
Yo,
why
George is
this
All right.
ridiculous, bro.
All
Look
right.
at his
Listen. All
comments,
right.
George,
man.
George Willoughby
All right. Hey, listen.
need to go to Norfolk and find what he looking for.
Listen. All
And
right.
Willoughby split.
Hey. So check this out, right? So when we initially started this podcast, the Much About Nothing podcast. It was about sports, and it was going to be about everything. And we started off with the sports because we wanted to, build our fan base. But these are some very talented brothers that we have in this room, and we have different skill sets. And today, we're just gonna give a brief introduction of who we are and what we do. I guess it's more of the origin story. If this was a comic book, we'll talk about what we are, what we do, and we're gonna be getting into different episodes. We're gonna have football episodes, and some episodes we're gonna have about things that are within our skill sets. And anything that you have in the comment that you want to talk about, we can do that. Starting
I
off from
knew
the
he was
top,
from Norfolk. I knew he was from Norfolk. I knew it. I
Start
knew he was from
start
Norfolk.
from the top, topping from the top left. Sumlin, man, tell us about yourself, bro.
Man, I'm a father and a husband, man. That's
My
that's my
God.
life, you know. By trade, I'm an accountant, finance professional. I love high level conversations, man. I love trying to talk about generational wealth. Busy guy, managing my up and coming brother who's a rapper, man. He's been featured on 2K a couple times, so he's up and coming. Um,
Mm,
really just trying to learn. I take every day and I'm trying to learn something new, right? I want to take something that I can pass down and leave for my family because at some point I got to go. And that's really what I'm on, right? Like, I mean, we've had conversations separately where I just like high level. I don't like wasting a lot of time. I like having a good time, but I don't want it to be too long. So I tell people, if you come straight, let's talk, right? I'm about healing, I'm about transparency, I'm about being real. So I don't have to hold nothing back on this podcast, right? I
Mm,
want to help because one of the things I realized when my life really turned around is that where we really get caught up is by thinking that we're going through something by ourselves.
mm,
We're not.
mm,
Everybody got a very similar story, which is all in different processes.
mm.
So
Awesome, awesome.
Hey,
You
Jamie,
are
you up, man?
you are such a professional. I
thank you.
love that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And we need to go ahead and send you at least $35 to get you a real edge up tonight. But anyway, all right. I'm here.
Hey, you
It's
look
a
like Fred Hammond on that first album cover where he had the dreadlocks.
hey, we not gonna do this here. I love you, bro. But yes, we're
Ooh,
here.
because I know that
This
album cover though. What?
hey, this is the night that we're having a good time. We're we're expressing ourselves. We're being men about whatever we do. We're just connecting with our fans and doing whatever we do. So um MJ is funny.
Hey,
But
y'all
anyway,
stop because he will joke me back in a minute, man. Let it go.
yeah, I'm gonna let you have the Fred Hammond comment. But yeah, man, I'm a father of a 15-year-old. Um I work at the shipyard. I'm a production planner. Um, I love sports. I love being a family man. I love hanging out with the guys, talking football, sports in general. To be honest, sports in general, I love different types of music genres, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, um, we're just gonna have a good time with this podcast and just let everybody know who we are. Uh, Hemp, take it to where you want to go with it, man.
Hold on, man.
Um,
You in school, bro? You tell the people
yeah,
you in school right now. You
Yeah,
pursuing your degree, man.
Yeah, I'm pursuing my second degree in business administration.
Brag a little bit, my boy.
I have a degree in management. Yeah, I don't want to go too much because I'm gonna feel like I'm bragging, but I don't want to go there right now. So, let's talk about these businessmen and how everything is inspiring for them.
yeah. Hey, go ahead, Corey.
All right, all right, all right. First and foremost, I mean, if you want to know anything about me, the first thing you should know about me, I am a man of God. I have my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's the first and foremost thing you can know about me. I'm a youth pastor at Community Fellowship Church of Deliverance. I'm husband to one and father to two. My daughter's birthday is the day she's turning 6, and I have a son that'll be 1 in April, April 8th. Yep. So like I said, I'm a man of God. I mean, the biggest thing that I like to talk about, my secondary thing is talk about sports. But if you ever get me going to talk about God, I'm trying to tell you, I talk your ear out. Most of these guys know once I go on that down that rabbit hole, that's what I love to talk about. I mean, I can bring up the even what we were talking about in the last thing, like most people even think like spare the spare the rod or sport a child. That is not a scripture. Most
No,
people
it's
think
not.
that that is not a scripture. People go through life thinking that it's a scripture, but it is not. It says spare the rod or discipline. The love of the father is far from them. That is Proverbs 13. It doesn't say anything about that. Most people misquote those things. And the main thing I like to talk about is scripture and God and the things of God and what can make us better and pull us closer. Because I mean, the biggest question that should be on every better man is God. I mean, the universe. What's the purpose of us being here? Man has no purpose. Then what are we doing? So, I mean, that's all there is to know about me.
All right. Um, man, I am. I thought about this and what I would say,
Mhm.
but I am a husband. I am a father to a son. I'm a father to a daughter. I'm a brother. I'm a big brother. I'm a little brother. I'm a I'm a son. I'm a I'm a student. I'm all those things. If you want to talk about what I do for a profession, right now I sell houses and build houses,
Mhm.
and I'm getting good at it now. I will say that I'm starting to figure it out. I'm getting good at it. But what I'm most proud about isn't like individual achievements. When I tell you how many of my friends have bought houses, and I've been
Mhm.
a part of that. Like,
Mhm.
and when I tell you, like, anybody in these chats, you are my friend. And if you
Mhm.
need some help, if you have a question, um, you can always hit us up, man. The information's in the bio. You can find us. Um, Before I was doing this, I was a boot camp instructor for at-risk youth. If you have an issue with your kids, ask me. I do that.
All right, AP.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before that, before that, I was in the Marine Corps. Um, so yeah, I mean, I've done a little bit of everything, man. But one of my proudest achievements is I am the most solid person in the group chat. So if you,
Golly.
I ain't gonna do that to y'all. All right, but yeah, that's
Golly.
who I am. That's who I am. This year I'm gonna win that award,
I'm gonna
most
talk to
solid
the
person in the
colonel.
group chat. Yeah.
You can talk to the colonel. You eating chicken. Hey, but no, but real talk though, bro. Hey, I believe in giving flowers, and I will say I will give a lot of credit to Hamp when it came to me getting into a position to be a homeowner. Like
Mhm.
we joke, laugh and stuff, but I had, and then the thing is, the first thing he told me is, bro, you got to be real with me if you really want to get it done. That's what he
Mhm.
told me. He was like, you got to be real with me because I can help you, but you got
Yeah.
to tell me what's going on. And at the time, I was in a place where I thought I had it all figured out, and I had no idea, bro. So I appreciate
Yeah.
that, dog.
Man,
I'm
Mhm.
glad. I'm glad he taught you because if it weren't for him, you wouldn't have got a job.
Nah, listen, I'm
Mm.
telling you, like that. This is and before we get out, because we know we have to operate with a limited time scale. When I tell you, it is so important for you to tell a friend, bring a friend, is because until we get to those 1,000 subscribers that we've been shooting for, we're on a time limit for things, and so
Yeah,
everything has to be structured and
right,
organized and things.
right.
And there's so many things. That's what we always tell
Mhm.
you: bring a friend, because there's a lot this podcast can do. Because one thing that you got to remember, I tell these guys all the time, when you when you plant a tree, it's not about you being able to enjoy the shade. It's
Mhm.
about people in the future being able to enjoy
Yep.
shade.
Mhm.
And out of these men that's in this room, we've had opportunities to be sitting at tables that we otherwise would not have been sitting at tables.
Right.
And
Mhm.
so when you get an opportunity to sit at a table, and the same thing in the comment section, like a lot of y'all have opportunities that y'all are sitting at tables that we never would have had an opportunity to. So if there's something that you can give, something that you can input or something like that, man, just put it in the comments, man.
Yeah,
We'll probably
thanks.
get you on the show. Like,
Pour in,
and that's what
man.
it's about. It's all about growth.
Pour in. Absolutely. Hey,
It's
look,
all about
so
growth.
I got a
Yeah.
question for y'all before we roll out. If you could, what is one thing that y'all are hoping that you can add value to somebody else's life through doing this?
Yeah. Okay.
It don't matter who go
First,
first.
yeah.
First.
Go, Jamie. Go first.
All right.
How you think I was ready?
Hey, I don't know, man. You got the big
Get
screen
ready.
at the bottom. You got the big
Yeah,
screen
you
at the
do got a
bottom.
big
So
screen. Yeah,
that's
you
what
do.
happens, man.
You got the big screen in the corner, so I mean,
I'm the
I mean,
narrator, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, What
What you
can I
got, man?
bring to your? What can I bring to anybody's life? I can bring joy, happiness. I can bring excitement. Um, I'm not just the jokester of the crew, which probably everybody thinks I am, but I mean I do have realistic conversations with all my friends and my family and my coworkers and everything. So I can bring a lot to the table. I mean, I'm not just the jokester. I can have the real sentiments, real sentiment conversations with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not that dude that's gonna be like, all right, okay, here, okay, I'm just gonna lay down. No, I'm not. I'm gonna give it to you real. I'm gonna give it to you raw. If you don't like it, just tell me you don't like it, and I'll still give it to you raw, regardless of what you think. So I mean, it don't really matter to me. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it, whether you like it or not. I mean, it is what it is. That's how this is how I give it to you. So that's the way I was brought. That's the way I was taught. So I give love and I give it to you raw. Not in the sense of, you know, whatever you thinking raw means to you, but um
It's real, man.
it's
It's
real.
real.
It's real. It's
Yeah.
real. It's gonna be whether you like it or not. I do have a tendency to over exaggerate it or hype it up sometimes, but that's just me. I'm just the person that's gonna yell it to you. Can't really talk it to you. I'm gonna yell it to you. So, I mean, but it's all in love. It's all in respect. It's all in He said, "My love is real unfamiliar."
Man,
My love is genuine. NJ, it's genuine. It may not come how you want it, but it's be like Jesus, right on time.
right
Hey,
on.
I see what you did there, my boy. What
Hey, look.
about you? What about you, Corey?
Hey, hold on, real quick. George said we could do it. We could do it live on location over here. When I tell you, Corey, I know you think you're a master griller. This guy here,
Mhm.
he can give you money
Hey,
for money.
he
But I
said
see.
smoke. He
Hey,
said smoke,
Yeah.
and that's me,
let me
my
finish,
boy.
Jamie. Let me finish, Jamie. Let me finish.
Oh, I'll smoke George
Uh,
Willoughby.
hey, listen.
I'll smoke him on the grill.
You
Stop
know what?
playing.
One of these episodes, we might have to do a cook off. I'm gonna
Y'all,
tell you,
y'all
I'm putting
know
my
I'm
money
the
on
smoke
Jamie.
champ. I'm the
I'm putting
smoke
my
champ.
money on
He
Jamie.
can grill. Jamie can grill, but
I'm
I'm the
putting my
smoker,
money
bro.
on
Come
Jamie.
on,
We might
man.
have to do
I
a
do
cook
this.
off
I
on
do
this
the
episode.
smoking, man. The brisket, the
But hold on, because
ribs.
we
Yeah,
got
man.
we back against the wall here. We got 48 minutes. So what you got, Corey?
48 minutes.
Sticking to the question, he said, if we can hope to bring one thing to an individual, right?
Yeah.
Um, I want to sound like repetitive or bull. I just pray that I say something that might bring somebody to the realization that Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior, and that they might get to know Him in His fullness. Whatever I say brings you closer to Christ. If that if it doesn't get you to say an extra prayer, get you to, you know what I'm saying, move and change your life to inspire you to get to know Him better. Hey, listen here, my life is worth. I mean, I'm living the best thing I could live out in that moment, that one moment, just you getting to know Christ better, and that brings happiness to me and truthfulness. I
Hey,
mean,
man. Shout
yeah,
out to Corey too, and I'm all about giving fly. If y'all knew Corey back in the day, to
yeah,
see the man he is now,
24
you have
Coronas
no
in a night,
choice but to
Corey.
believe that is a real man,
yeah,
bro. Right? Like I love it, bro. I love it, and it's dope. It's
Boy,
dope because you got to be willing to
boys are
step
going
outside of
back.
that box. I
yeah,
guess for me, man, like I'm all about business. I mean, I told myself at the beginning of the year, the one thing that I want to do is pull people in. I really want people to learn the difference between business and a hustle. I want us to be able to capture full business benefits and get away from hustling, right?
Yeah,
Uh, Stop getting so caught up in the money that you got in the bank and think about the access that you can create. Be comfortable stepping in rooms that, like Hamp said, otherwise we wouldn't be able at one point to be in, and then understanding that you deserve to be in that room, right? Like you're not there by luck; you deserve to be there. So that's kind of my biggest things. I really want people to build business confidence, because there's a lot of benefits to it. Um, and, whatever I can do to help, any kind of information I can give, I'll definitely be willing to do that.
right.
Man, I like what George put up there. Keep what George is up there.
yeah. I am. There you
All
go.
Bring
right, so
optimism and good spirits to people when they walk away from you feeling better than when they came around. Blessings.
Absolutely.
I applaud
Hey, I
that.
like this
I
dude
applaud that.
George, man.
I like
yeah,
him too,
so
bro.
Hey,
I
shout
still
out to
smoke.
Avante too, man. Shout out to
I
Avante in
still
the chat,
smoke
yo.
George on the grill though. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna see him soon. It's about to be
Hey,
But
sprinkling.
we're not gonna acknowledge me on the smoker. That's what we're not gonna do.
no.
Bro, that's on
What,
gas, bro. Chill.
bro? I can do it on either one. You already know the value. You come
Okay.
over here and eat good every time you come. Don't play like that. You got
All right. So, all right. All right. So for myself, right? Ideally, with the show, especially narrating the show, you know what? When people always say I got a friend that does this, like I want to be your real estate friend. Like I want everybody to say I got a friend that does real estate, and I want to be that guy that you can come to. You can bounce ideas if you don't know something. That if you don't feel confident in something, I want to be that guy. Um, if and the same thing with my friends. Like if you got a spiritual question, you got an accounting question, and I'm gonna tell you, Jamie may not realize this, but Jamie will give you good advice on things that you won't even think about. Like just regular everyday questions. I might
right.
just hit Jamie up and ask him about regular everyday stuff. But he's deeper than that. He's a student. He's a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, like I would hope that we can be that in your lives, and I would hope that you guys would be that for us also in the comment section. As far as with the real estate thing, I know a lot of times people ask me about real estate stuff. I personally intend to prepare people and to put like what is how to become a first time home buyer, or whether you're not a first time, if you're a move up buyer, or if you're trying to get back down to right sizing and things of that nature. We'll be putting stuff out there, and yeah, that's pretty much what I would hope to. Also,
Yeah.
man, I am actually I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm actually happy right now,
Mm.
Me too.
and
Me too,
and
bro.
so, man, I remember times when I wasn't happy, and so if you got questions about being happy, I can help you with that too.
Hey,
Mm.
hey, I took a picture with my daughter. I took a
Yeah,
picture with my daughter. We went on that date last weekend, and I told my wife, I said, "Man, I ain't smiled like that in a long time, yo."
yeah, yeah. I'm
Like she
happy
said,
right
"Yeah,
now.
it
Yeah.
looks genuine." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. Like genuine happiness, bro." But again, I think, but to be real, that comes in part of talking to y'all, talking to the group chat. And by the way, I tell
Could be
people all
happy.
the time, I got a real estate friend. I tell a real estate, I got a real estate. Let me call my real estate guy, get that
No,
advice. Before we bounce though, man, I think part of the other thing that I really want us to embrace in this new line before we jump back into sports, whatever, is let's give the people transparency, right?
Mhm.
Like I believe that there's freedom in transparency, and those who talk to me will y'all will admit, like I'm gonna lay it all out there, my struggles, the things I've been through. There's no need to hold it back because there's a lot of people nowadays taking their life because they feel like they don't have nobody to talk to,
Right.
right? So I want to make sure that we give the people the transparency, man.
mm.
Mhm.
Right.
Man, we are getting down to the wire. Let's go ahead and close this thing out. Hey, this time it's on you first, Corey.
I shout out to my daughter. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Anna Marie,
Happy
y'all share
birthday.
the chat with them. Happy birthdays. I have a daughter of 6 who is a beautiful joy. Played a big change in my life. For real, for real. Most of me seeking out God was me seeking out to be a better father. That's what it all started from. I just wanted to be a good father to that girl, and I found out I can't be a good father without being a good husband. I can't be a good husband without knowing God. So that's what it all. That's the way the thing went. But shout out to
Big
my daughter.
six.
Happy
That's what I'm
birthday to
talking
her
about. Big
again.
shit.
I appreciate all of y'all in the chat. I love y'all. Pray for y'all, man. I hope y'all have a blessed day tomorrow, yo, man. God bless.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Ryan, let's
Hey,
go, man.
man,
The other Ryan,
I'm excited, bro. I'm
you excited,
excited, man. This
enthused.
is this is this is what I've been wanting to do.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what I've been wanting to do, and I'm glad that Jay came on 100
Yes, sir.
miles an hour right before we went live, and he said
Loud,
told it like it was,
loud.
straightforward. But I'm telling you, man, like this is what the people need, bro. They need a portrayal. We are a walking counteraction of everything that the world tells you that we are. We're the
Yeah.
complete opposite. So
Mhm.
I'm excited, man. I hope that, like you said, bring a friend, tell a friend, bring a friend. We want this to keep growing. We want the people in the comments to stay engaged. Never be ashamed to talk to somebody because we all have some advice or something that we've been through in life that can help. And I appreciate all y'all fellas, man, because y'all have definitely helped me get through some times, man.
Jamie, it's on you, bro.
Hey, shout out to my boy Marcus Theron Johnson. He been on me all
Throne.
night. I love that guy. You know what I'm saying? But this has been it's gonna be a great experience for everyone. Hey, look, like they said, bring a friend, tell a friend, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, do whatever you gotta do. Just bring people to the M.A.N. podcast. We're here. We're here to talk about life events, sports, interactive conversations. It doesn't matter. We're gonna do it. Like if you need help with the real estate, you need help with God, you need help with business, you need help with anything. I'll keep it real with you. We're gonna keep it real with you. So just come here. We'll talk about it. Leave it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Hell, take it away.
All right, man. When it says man podcast, I want you to know. I want you to think that just masculinity, man. That man is for human. It doesn't H you in front of it,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be for everybody. And tomorrow's episode, um, we are going to take we're going to take whoever gets on the Facebook page or either in the comments that has an idea of what they want to talk about. The first episode, we're going to dedicate that to y'all. So whatever it is, if you get it in, but I need y'all to get it in before noon tomorrow. But whatever the episode is, we're gonna work around that. We're gonna make it happen. Um, Again, we close out every episode the same way, and we say love yours
Love yours.
because it's yours. We out.
All right.